Welcome back, fellow duelists, to the deck profile on Blue-Eyes Primite. This is the deck I won on locals with. Let us begin with our main deck. First up, we got our two bricks, the Blue-Eyes White Dragons, that can be used in a variety of ways in this deck. Next, it's your Searcher and Combo piece, the Sages with the Eyes of Blue. And it can search out any level 1 light tuner. And the next card that's part of this engine, the spell card, 3 Wishes with the Eyes of Blue, which can search out the Sage and the Maiden of Whites and Effect Wheeler, along with its search of the Blue-Eyed Dragons and Majesties of the White Dragons. Next up is the field spell, the Mausoleum of White, which is very useful to send the Blue-Eyes to the graveyard, and it can be special summoned by the Spirit with the Eyes of Blue, the baby Blue-Eyes. Next up on our monster is another important piece, the Maiden of White, that we spoke about earlier as a level 1 tuner, which can be searched out by Wishes with the Eyes of Blue and by Sage. So yes, these are good cards here. And speaking of that, this Maiden of White can place on the field another big important piece, the True Light, which can set any one of these 4 spell cards, except for the Mausoleum of White. Yes. Very important, it can also special summon back a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard. Not from your deck, from your graveyard. Okay. Now, let's get to our next engine, which is going to be a huge engine. That of being my Primite engine. Alright, let's get to it. 3 Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. Along with it can set these continuous spell cards here, the 3 copies of the Primite Lordly Load and the 1 Drill Beam. These cards are a very powerful engine for this deck. You can start off your combos, and this is a very good interruption piece, banishing any card on the field and negating its effect. Any one of these can start off your combo. This can search this can set this can link off into the Spirit, which only requires a level 4 Spellcaster or Dragon. Level 4 lower to be exact. Now we get to our hand traps and the rest of our deck. we got the 3 Bestials. 1 Bestial Druidworm, 1 Bestial Baldrake, and 1 Bestial Magnemite. These 3 cards are very good. The Bestial Magnemite can search your Primite Dragon, Ether Barrel, or any of these Bestials. Now the Bestial Druidworm is an interruption. You can summon it off of the Heretic Seal directly. Now next up is the Baldrake, which if our opponent were to special summon a Link, Fusion, Synchro, or Exceeds monster, or even, I believe, a Ritual, yes, as well. And then we get to banish one of those special summon monsters. Now, Bestial Druidworm can send, if it's sent to the graveyard, 1 monster from our opponent's side of the field that is special summoned. Now, for the next hand traps are Infinite Permanents to stop our opponent's monsters. A effect failure, speaking of, has multiple roles in this deck. It can add as a link material for your spirit, or it can add as a hand trap. And also a tuner for us to use to get into our Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. Next up, I know different copy of Ghost Ogre right there, but it's Ghost Ogres 3, which to destroy any of our opponent's cards on the field when they are activated. Next up is Ash Blossom. We all should know what this hand trap is. The Ash. To stop our opponent from adding cards or special summoning from the deck. Now for the final big card, the big one, Dominus Purge. The Dominus Purge does kind of conflict with our Bestials if we activate it from the hand, and also conflicts with our Ash as well if we activate it from the hand. But if we set it, not a problem with those cards. And if we have a trap, it also destroys one of our opponents, because it stops them from the special summoning and also from adding a card. No, actually, it only stops adding cards. Okay. Next up is our extra deck. Yeah, let's get to it. First up, our little blue eyes. The spirit with the eyes of blue. Then we got Heretic Seal. We got 2 spirits. They're a starting play that can search for the Mausoleum of White and can special summon a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from our graveyard or our hand. So he's a big piece. One of the big pieces. Next up is our Heretic Seal. A card that we can also link into if we need to. That is, if our combo plays get stopped and our opponent has something like an Nibiru, we can make this and have a hand traps in our hand to stop our opponent. Next up is our Synchros. That will be triple copies, 3 of them, of Blue-Eyes Spear Dragon. Main defenses here, and interruption. And the next card is Lightstorm Dragon as one of our synchros to pop our opponent's back row up to 1 or up to 3 if we have 2 blue eyes in the graveyard, then 2 if we have 1 blue eyes, and if we have 0, we only get to pop 1 because it does says +1 in there. I believe it does say +1 in there, yes. But we probably do need to control a normal monster. Not control. I have a normal monster in our graveyard. Next up is the Crimson Dragon. Yes, the Crimson Dragon is probably one of my tech choices in here. And next up is our other summoning of from the Blue-Eyes Spirit to the Blue-Eyes Ultimate Spirit, the new synchro version of Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon with its 3 heads. And it's an Omni-Gate only for cards on the field. Here's my tech choice here. The Stardust Zephyr Divine Dragon. Yes. It's a very good card. Protects our back row. And it negates a monster and destroys one of the opponent's cards. These two in tandem of each other makes a pretty good board. Because this will protect this that is summoned from Blue-Eyes Spirit from its own destruction. That's all for our synchros. Next up is our fusions. 2 Blue-Eyes Tyrant, 1 Neo Blue-Eyes Ultimate. This is not summoned. It's equipped with the Wishes Banish effect to create the Blue-Eyes Tyrant if we need to. This is like the backup plan to clear our opponent's board out. Next up are 2 Exceeds. This Superstar Standard Typhon to stop our opponent's big monsters from activating. Anything over 3,000 or pretty much 3,000 more. Next up, Hope Harbinger. The Hope Harbinger negates our opponent's spell cards and redirects to protect our monster from being attacked. So it redirects the attack to himself. That's all for the extra deck. Let us get to side deck. We have 3 forbidden droplets. Yes, to stop our opponent and break their big board. Next up is some back row card destruction. And triple tactics thrust targets. And then here's another triple tactics thrust target. Triple tactics talents. Now, these are board breakers, all of these. And next, speaking of triple tactics thrust, here it is. Yeah, let's clear this up and let's talk about the thrust targets. The Harpy's Feather Duster, clear out back row. This to clear out monster or back row. This to steal monster, draw 2 cards, or look at opponent's hand and shuffle 1 card back. Here's another thrust target. Artifact Anthem. This is to counter Malice, for the most part. And speaking of that, the Artifact Anthem target, Lancia, which will stop Malice, if it can be stopping the Malice. Next up is the Mochami cards. Mochami Voiceless. And yes, to draw more cards, draw 2 breakers and thrust targets. And we have another board breaker. It acts like a hand trap. That is 3 Nibiru. Yes, stopping the big board. Something like Malice. If it can be stopped. Now, let us go to our test hands, which have probably 5 test hands. Let's really shuffle this up, because this way we get a good hand. So we're gonna do this twice in order to get something of a hand that isn't really what it looks like. Really shuffled up. Do it once more, so it can be really shuffled. Okay, and let's go. With our test in, we got a Ghost Ogre, Primite Load, Primite Dragon, Ether Barrel, Bestial, and Infinite Permanence. This hand looks alright. Alright, let us start. We're gonna activate the spell card, Primite Load, which will get us a Primite Drill Beam. Okay, let us begin with the combo now. Truly begin. We're gonna summon this. We're not gonna activate its effect to set another Primite load, because that might be a waste. So now, we will... Wait, hold on, we could activate its other effect probably. Let me see. One moment. No, let's not do that. That's not good. So first up, we're gonna link away with this. Send it to our graveyard. Into our Blue-Eyes Spirit. The spirit with the eyes of blue. Which will search for us a mausoleum of white. Okay. We're gonna activate the mausoleum white. And then we're going to... Hold on. Oh. Okay. We're going to activate the effects of Mausoleum White to target this and send a Blue-Eyes to our graveyard. Okay. Now, we will activate this effect, or we can actually... Don't need to activate this effect because we're not going to get anywhere with it. So we're going to activate this. Special summon from the graveyard or the deck, I think. And deck or graveyard, okay. So we're going to declare Blue-Eyes from our deck. Special summon it in defense position. And then we can do this. Link these two into our Heretic Sphere. And then in our turn, we can set these two cards, the Impermanent Drill Beam, and end our turn. We got one interruption right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 as well. You can summon the Druid's Worm or Baldric with it. Okay, now let's go to test stand number 2. Maybe we would get a better hand this time. Who knows? Okay, here we go. We got a Sage. We got Bishop Magnum again. We got Effect Filler. And we got Drill Beam. That's not bad. We have now Wishes. Okay. First things first. we will then summon our Sage with the eyes of blue. Activate his effect. We get to search for our Maiden of White. Okay. We will then activate Maiden of White's effect to place the True Light from our deck or hand or graveyard to our field. Next thing is we will link with this into our spirit with our eyes of blue. Then we can activate its effect to search with a Museum of White. Okay, Mausoleum is in our hand. Okay, next thing is activate this Mausoleum of White. Activate its effect. Target this. Yes. We're gonna send a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from a deck or hand to the graveyard. Okay. Next thing is we're gonna activate this Mausoleum, not Mausoleum, Wishes for Eyes of Blue, discarding our effect rather. I know it looks like not a good idea, but we will get to add a Sage and any spell or trap that mentions Blue-Eyes White Dragon. So we're gonna add the roar of the Blue-Eye Dragons. Next thing is we will activate this Spirit with the Eyes of Blue effect. Give it itself. Special summon Blue-Eyes White Dragon. In defense mode. And then Maiden's effect will activate. From the graveyard, she comes back when you summon a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. I believe just from the graveyard or deck, possibly. Yes, or deck. Next thing is we're gonna activate Sage's effect, targeting the Maiden, discarding it, and then we got a Chain Link 2, Maiden of White. We can do special summon the Sage back. And she's sent to the graveyard. And Sage will summon the Blue-Eyes White Dragon from our deck. Or we don't need to do that actually. But we don't get the two things. So we don't need to do that actually. We can just have him in our hand, have him in our deck, and it's okay. Because we got another thing in our hand that is unique. The Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons allows us to summon any Blue-Eyes monster if we control a Blue-Eyes White Dragon. But we do not. We only special summon the Blue-Eyes White Dragon. So, what we can do is sync these two into a Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then we can also activate the effects of this. Hold on. I forgot to do one thing. This is a misplay, so let me rewind. Oh, a minute. Oh. For a bit, we're going to activate Wishes effect first. Banish. Equipping the Blue-Eyes with our Neo Blue-Eyes ultimate. Then we can Synchro Summon with these two into the Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. Then we can activate this now. Instead of being targeting this to bring out Blue-Eyes, we can just do this. Special Summon a Blue-Eyes from our deck. And Mausoleum can allow us to have an extra normal summon this turn with a level 1 light tuner or level 1 light spellcaster monsters. No, just level 1 light tuners. Yep. Or normal summon, extra normal summon, and then we'll sync with these two into another Blue-Eyes Spirit. Then we can activate this to set a Majesties of the White Dragons as our interruption. So right now we have Majesty set, Primite Drill being set, and a Magnum on our hand. So we got 1, 2 interruptions. Wait, let me check. If its graveyard effect is once per turn. It is not a hard once per turn. So we get 2 graveyard negation. And we got 2 of the other cards for interruption. Stardust Cipher and also the Blue-Eyes Ultimate Spirit. So that's already 4 interruptions. 5 interruptions. 6 interruptions that can reoccur. 7. Plus whatever comes after in the end phase, which is either a Baldrake or a Druid's Worm. Bestial Druid's Worm. And follow up for our next turn. Okay, let's get to our test hand. Number 3. Okay, here we go with test hand number 3. Got World of Blue-Eye Dragons. We have our Blue-Eyes White Dragon, the Brick. Infinite Permanence, and Ash, and the Maiden. Okay. I mean, look like a not very playable hand, but thanks to our Maiden, it is playable. We activate Maiden. To place the True Light. Yes, True Light. Now, activate True Light. We're gonna set Wishes. Now, we activate Wishes, sending the Blue-Eyes to add a Sage and a Majesty's. Because we're going to have the Roar of the Blue-Eye Dragons. And no, I don't have Ultimate Fusion in here. Though it would be nice, but I don't play it in here. Next thing, normal summon Sage. Activate its effect. We're gonna add a effect feather. So we can add an interruption to our hand. Next thing, we link summon into our spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Activate its effect to get Mausoleum of White. Next up, activate Mausoleum of white. Then activates effect to send another Blue-Eyes White Dragon to the graveyard. Okay, next thing is activate Spirit, summon back the Blue-Eyes White Dragon. Then Maiden's effect will activate. It comes back. Then reactivate Wish's effect, banish, equip the Neo Blue-Eyes Ultimate to our Blue-Eyes. Next thing, Synchro into a Blue-Eyes Spirit. Excuse me. Next thing is activate Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Bringing back this. And then afterwards, we can normal summon the effect failure and synchro some of these two into another spirit. Or you can do this as well. Instead of going double spirits, let's just say you normal summon this, you link that off with another spirit, then you link these two into your Heretic Sphere. So we get a spirit and a Heretic Sphere. But up to your preferences of what you want to do for your disruptions. But I believe Heretic Sphere has layered interruption. So then we set down Majesty of White Dragons and Infinite Permanence. So technically we have 1 interruption, 2 because of Mr. Druid's Worm or Baldrix it can summon, 3 and 4 because it summons Ultimate Dragon, the Blue-Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, then 2 pops, and a monster negate, and stopping our opponent from adding cards. Of course, the Heretics advance. And follow up by True Light. Well, let us clear up. This, I believe, we have 2 more of test hands. Okay. Again, we got True Light. Oh boy. We got Primite. That's good. We got another Primite. Iffy. Bishop Magnemite. It's okay. And then Primal Monster itself. Yikes. This hand is not the greatest. Now, first things first, we're gonna do this. And, of course, the dripping. Next thing, summon the Primite Dragon Eater Barrel. We're not gonna activate its effect because we already have 2 Primite Lordly Loads on our hand already. So we're gonna just slink off into our Spirit Dragon. Activate effect. To grab us the Muscle White. We're gonna activate Muslim White. Activate its effect to target our Spirit as a blue to dump or send to the graveyard actually. And I say that word again. Dump. Let's say send to the graveyard. Next thing is activate to special summon from the graveyard. Then we will make our Heretic Sphere. Then set the Primite Drill Beam. I don't think it's a good idea to set True Light. Now, we have interruptions here. 1 interruption, follow-up. 2 interruptions, actually. 3 and 4. Yes. It's good, but it's not great. Not the greatest of hand. Now, let us get to the final test hand. Let us hope for a better hand here. Alright. Here we go. Primite Drill Beam. Bishop Druid's Worm. 2 disruptions. Effect failure, that's 3. Maiden, that's nice. And Sage. Okay. Not a bad hand. First up, we can do this here. Normal Summon Sage. Activate effect. We grab a effect failure. Next thing is activate Maiden's effect. Send it to the graveyard to place the True Light. From our deck, or graveyard, or hand, to our field. Excuse me for my burping though. Sorry. Okay. Next thing is link off with Sage to summon Spirit. Activate its effect to search Mausoleum. Excuse me. Okay. Activate Mausoleum of White. Activate its effect to target Spirit and send to the graveyard a Blue-Eyes White Dragon. Next thing is we're going to activate the effect, send, and then summon the Blue-Eyes White Dragon, and also Maiden's effect from our graveyard. Special summon. Next thing is we activate Wish's effect. Oh, we don't have Wishes. We activate the True Light's effect. Reset Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Then, after that, we will activate Wishes and send the effect valor to grab ourselves a Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons, and let's grab another Sage here. Next thing is we're going to then banish Wishes to target our Blue-Eyes. Equip. Now we're going to activate Sage to target our Maiden, which Maiden is vet with chain. Bring it back. The Sage here. Sending it to the grave. And summoning another Blue-Eyes from our deck. Now, after that, we can link up with these two to our Heretic Sphere. Then, activate this, bring back the Blue-Eyes, and synchro summon with these 2 into Here's my platinum secret. Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. Now, after that, we get to set the drill beam down, and we have about 1 interruption, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions, plus a follow-up, and a targeting protection from Neo Blow's ultimate. So that is good. Thank you for joining me on this deck profile and test hands. Have a nice day, everybody.